Uh, Good afternoon, panels. Thank you for your very good speeches and presentation. Representing Hitachi Metals, which is a Japanese company that deals with metal materials, and we are also interested in providing metals, powder, and wires feedstock for 3D printing process. I would have a few questions. First of all, just now I think one of the speakers actually mentioned about that material is a very important aspect when we come to 3D printing. So I would like to know some of the highlights of research activities that AMCEN is thinking in terms of developing new materials, especially the metal materials for 3D printing. That's my first question. And my second question is, because we are, when I look around the ASEAN country, there are also a few countries that have started some form of 3D printing activities. I would just like to know that based on the current industrial and economic structure of the Philippines, what do you think will be the most relevant industries and applications for 3D printing in your country? Thank you very much.
So I think among the panel members here, I'll answer that, and probably Fred can help answer that part too. Metals, I don't talk much about it, but I am very familiar too with the needs for the metal industry. In fact, I do teach courses on corrosion, alloying, and different types of stress, residual stress analysis. So I think as far as research for materials for metals, the first thing that we want in the Philippines is to enable a high value chain manufacturing that we can use in the Philippines to enable a good supply chain. And the properties we're looking for is, of course, from stainless steel to high corrosion-resistant alloys to methods of fabricating these metal parts. Now, a lot of people, of course, look at SLS, selective laser sintering, or DML, one of the important future growth areas for metal 3D printing. Okay, it is important in many aspects, but actually, the use of arc-type deposition, other types of wire-based deposition is also interesting. Other methods of combining machining with additive deposition of metals. There's two other different methods. So we don't know where the Philippines will focus on, except that even in the rest of the 3D printing world, there's no single material dominates the manufacturing chain. So the game is still out there, okay? Now with respect to your second question, how it will relate to industry, I have a plan, and I hope the Philippine industry catches up. I think the biggest contribution of 3D printing, other than parts replacement, is in tooling, mold making, production of machine parts that will enable machines to perform and to exceed expectation. So I'm just going to talk about one industry. How many of you are familiar with injection molding? Okay, injection molding, thermoforming, they all use different types of tools, molds, and dies. Where do you make them? A lot of them you have to get from Singapore, from Taiwan, or even Europe, okay? They cost a lot. You bring them in, it takes about 4 weeks to 2 months to ship them here, okay? And that is the current state of the industry. Imagine if you don't have to do that. Imagine if 3D printing will allow you to make the mold here in the Philippines. Imagine how much cost savings and advantage for Philippine industries will be, because then we can make our own molds, tools, and dies. So yung high value chain contribution to a lot of Philippine industries will make our industries competitive, performance cost competitive. And that is why 3D printing can be a game changer, because we're going to leapfrog Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand in terms of manufacturing. So I hope somebody picks that up. I hope a good investor sees the vision that there is an advantage in 3D printing when it comes to manufacturing. It's about high time that we have many high-paying jobs in the Philippines. Those type of technical jobs and competitive manufacturing advantage will provide very good local supply chains in the Philippines. I keep telling my friends, my colleagues, and even in the government that if we import the starting material, we put them together, we then export it. I don't call that manufacturing, I just call that assembly. Okay? Many of our jobs here are really assembly jobs because the local supply chain does not participate in the manufacturing. So what I want to see 3D printing is that it goes to the way of making our local manufacturing, local supply chain competitive so that we can supply parts for manufacturing right here instead of importing and then exporting. That is my vision. Now, probably my other colleagues here has some vision on manufacturing and industry, but I hope you see my perspective or my vision for the Philippines with respect to additive manufacturing.
So we